I knew these days would come. I saw it. What I didn't see was how fast they were going to come. I was just a young man who only had a dream. With this dream and belief, I started a global non-profit, Church on the Streets, with about 5,000 naira, which is less than $10. This is the story of how it all began. In my childhood, I didn't have all the fancy things. Even now, I still struggle with little pleasures like watching a movie because growing up, we never had a television. In my home, we weren't sure where the next meal would come from or if I would be able to pay my next tuition. But I had dreams. Anytime my dreams got too loud, I would say to myself, man, I don't have that kind of money. Who is going to help me? I thought help had to come from outside. I didn't realize that every single thing I needed was inside of me, trapped beneath my fears and doubt. All I needed to do was to begin to take steps towards actualizing these dreams. With no idea on how to make this dream a reality, reading a book was all I could do. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was one of the many books gifted to me by one of my aunties who was leaving the country. In the book, Robert Kiyosaki talked about how it was important for people to have more than one bank account and save money. After about 7 months, I was only able to save 5,000 naira. It felt like nothing, but I told myself it is something. My goal was to save at least 1 million naira by the time I would be leaving school. 2 years was enough time to achieve this, I thought. I was consumed by this goal until one day in church, my pastor, while preaching, said, "You are an answer to someone's prayer." Even though he was speaking to the congregation, that was all I remembered from the sermon. On my way back home, I kept thinking, what do I have that could be an answer to someone's prayer? Definitely not the 5,000 naira I had saved. On a school night at about 2 a.m., while studying for an examination, I got into a conversation with a friend. Itofa, imagine we could go to an orphanage home after our exams. As soon as she said these words, I became uneasy. My heart raced and it became difficult to read anymore. I knew instantly that this was another step that I needed to take, and another dot was connecting. This time though, I knew I had found a purpose for the 5,000 naira. I didn't know what a non-profit was or what NGOs did. I just knew I wanted to make a difference in the lives of those children. This act would birth Church on the Streets, which was a hashtag I used for my blog articles at the time. The most rewarding part of the work we have been doing with Church on the Streets is the lives being impacted, their stories, and the hope being revived. One of such stories of hope was that of a lovely woman at an internally displaced persons camp in Benue State, Nigeria. Everything was going well for her and the family until one night. Her husband was killed during a herdsman attack. This destroyed the family's hope and livelihood. She had to cater for her family in the IDP camp, picking rice at rice paddies for 200 to 400 naira daily, all less than $1. The remnants after the day's work became her family's only opportunity to eat rice. On meeting her, she said to us, "Church on the Streets, because of you, I have a whole tuber of yam to myself. I cannot remember the last time I had that." It broke me, but when you witness things like this, there's no way you won't be grateful that you are able to give. But not all days were like that. In 2020, I wanted to quit. I was drained. Nothing felt right. This feeling was made worse by the uncertainties that came with COVID-19. The dreams I had got blurry. This dark and uncertain point birthed a new mission to tackle hunger. My Niger Food Bank came to life 3 years after. The first food bank in Nigeria focused on 7 schools. You have no idea the number of girls dropping out of school. 7-year-olds, 9-year-olds, etc. Not because they want to, but because they have to go and fend for food to eat. Now they know they can come to school and my Niger Food Bank will be here. Church on the Streets also continues to touch lives globally. Sometimes I still ask, how did I get here? It's incredible how God takes a guy in obscurity and uses him to do what is being done across the world today. Every step, every doubt, and dots connected all mattered. Now, when I speak on global platforms, I say I'm from Nigeria. In the global south, this is what is happening and this is what we've done about it. With your support, we can do much more. All I had was 5,000 naira and a dream. I am Itofa, and this is how I bring church on the streets.